Hello everyone, welcome to our next lesson. Today we're going to find the shortest distance from a point to a parametric equation. When we look at a question, for example this one, where the point is 3, 2, and your parametric equation is x equals 2 plus t and y equals 3 plus 2t, we could draw it out. For instance, this is your equation, and you've got the point 3, 2 here. I could change this parametric equation into a vector equation. So xy is equal to 2, 3 plus t times 1, 2. And that's the equation of this line. So if we're looking at this line, for instance, when t equals 0, when time is 0, you've got the point 2, 3, which could be, let's say, here. When t equals 1, you've got the point 3, 5, which could be here, I don't know where it is. Okay, so this parametric equation shows all the points that are possible on the line. Now what we're trying to do is find the shortest distance from this point to this line. Now something that you should know is that the shortest distance from the point to a line will be a right angle, because every other line that goes to our parametric equation or to our line would be the hypotenuse, and the hypotenuse is always longer. So obviously the shortest distance would be a right angle. And when we think of right angle in vectors, we think of the dot product. So what we need is, for the dot product, the direction of this line and the direction of this line. Well, we already know the direction of the of this line. We could call this L1. We know the direction of L1, and that is 1, 2. Now we have to find the direction from this point to here. Well, what point is this? Well, we don't know what the point is, but using this information from this equation, we know that the point is 2 plus t, and the y value is 3 plus 2t. So that gives you this point. So if we're trying to find the dot product of this direction and this direction, well, the direction of line 1 is 1, 2, and the direction of the other line is, well, it's 3 minus, so this point minus this point, minus 2 plus t, and 2 minus the other y value, 3 plus 2t. So this gives us 1, 2 dot 3 minus 2 is 1 minus t, and 2 minus 3 is negative 1 minus 2t. And this dot product, if it's right angled, would be equal to 0. So let's figure out the dot product. The x value times the x value. 1 times 1 minus t is 1 minus t. 2 times negative 1 minus 2t becomes minus 2 minus 4t, and that's equal to 0. So negative 5t minus 1 is equal to 0. And therefore, t is equal to 1 over 5. So sometimes the question will be how long before let's say a boat, if this was a boat, would be at the closest distance to the port, which is at 3, 2, and the time would be 1 over 5. But this is asking for the shortest distance, so we'll continue on. So if t equals 1 over 5, then our point here would be 2 plus 1 over 5, just subbing in the t to that value, comma 3 plus 2 times 1 over 5, and that gives you 10 plus 1 is 11 over 5, and this gives you 15 plus 2 is 17 over 5. Now that we know that this point is 11 over 5 and 17 over 5, well, we've got this point, which is 3, 2, and this point, which is 11 over 5, and 17 over 5. Well, to find the distance between 2 points, distance equals the square root of 3 minus 11 over 5 squared plus 2 minus 17 over 5 squared. Plug that into the calculator and you'll get your final answer of what the distance is. Hope this helps. Have a good day.